If you have observed our previous video in this series, we have covered the refilling of laser toner, and meanwhile we have explained the working of a laser printer with specific roles played by various components inside it. Also, we saw that a toner cartridge inside a simple single function laser printer has all the major components like OPC drum, magnetic roller, PCR roller, wiper blade, doctor blade, fresh toner compartment and waste toner compartment. All these components are embedded inside a single compact toner cartridge, and hence the maintenance of this cartridge becomes very important. Either you can clean and refill this cartridge or replace it with a newer toner. Either you can buy original company cartridge or compatible cartridge. You can save money through compatible cartridges or save even more by refilling the same cartridge multiple times. But you should do this only with black and white laser printers. You should never refill a color laser printer, and you should never refill an inkjet printer. We have explained all these things in detail with reasoning in all our previous episodes. Same thing holds good with MFPs, which are basically bigger laser printers. You can refill a black and white MFP, but you should never refill a color MFP. As I said, single function laser printers have a compact toner cartridge which contain all the essential printing components of laser printing. But in bigger MFPs, these components are divided into different sections. Firstly, there is a separate toner container which only holds the toner ink and has hopper. There is a separate drum unit which has drum and wiper blade. Waste ink container is separately placed in the printer. So these three components, that is toner container, drum unit and waste ink container, are separated and hence have to be separately handled and maintained in a MFP. In single function printer, all these three are embedded within a single compact cartridge. In MFPs, you should either change or refill the toner container or bottle. You should replace the drum and blade in the drum unit and clean it. You will also have to empty the waste ink container as and when it fills. These three are the main maintenance tasks of a MFP. Besides these three tasks, there are some other common maintenance issues like changing the various rubber rollers, that is paper pickup rollers, which wear out quickly compared to single function printers because of bigger volume printing and more heat generation. Paper jam is a major issue when it comes to MFPs because of the presence of so many working sections and rollers. We should also keep in mind that many sections will have to work in synchronization to match up the speed and volume. So they will need regular maintenance and more maintenance as compared to single function printers. Even fusing unit or fixing unit may require maintenance from time to time in some MFPs. Some of this maintenance can be done by yourself, but some you may need assistance from trained technicians because handling MFPs is not as easy as basic single function printers where almost all the components are embedded inside a single toner cartridge. That's why we suggest all small offices to stick with single function laser printer where the maintenance is easier, as all you need to do is replace the toner cartridge or refill and clean it. Control panel, auto duplex printing, auto toner alert, Wi-Fi, all these are fancy things for small offices. All you need is just a compact single function printer which does just printing job neatly and gives very less maintenance. I hope you understand who should go for MFP. It is for the bigger DTP shops or offices which seriously print lots of pages regularly, only they should consider MFP. Even going further, we suggest home or domestic users with lower print volume requirements to stick with simple inkjet printers where you have to just refill the ink tanks with ink, of course original ink. For small volumes, you don't even need basic laser printers. Inkjet printer is enough. We have been keeping on telling this repeatedly. Hopefully, you will understand it now when we are explaining about MFPs. So think about MFPs only if your print volume is extremely high. The initial investment of MFP is at least 5 times more than single function printer, and even maintenance schedule is more in MFP. Also, MFPs consume a lot of electricity and it will spike up your electric bills. You may require a bigger UPS and battery system if you want to use it even during power cuts, while smaller single function printers will work even with domestic UPS system for a good period of time. So consider all these points before buying a MFP. But don't think we are discouraging to buy MFP. Definitely, if you want to grow and excel in your business, MFPs will offer you a good deal. To summarize things, we recommend inkjet printers for printing like within 50 pages per day, maximum 100 pages in a day and not more than 1000 pages in a month. Once you cross this limit, it is better to shift to a laser printer. Moving on to single function laser printer, you can print like up to 150 pages per day. Occasionally, you can give a bulk printing task and take a print of maximum 500 pages in a day with a break of few minutes between every 100 pages to avoid overheating. But don't repeat such bulk printing regularly. Overall, you should not give more than 5000 pages in a month. Once you start crossing this limit, you can think of MFPs. It is also a sign that your business is growing or your print demand is increasing. And with a decent MFP, you can print up to 1500 pages per day, bulk printing maximum of 5000 pages in a day with a break between every 500 pages to ensure cooling down the components. Overall, you can print up to maximum 50,000 pages in a month, which is almost equivalent to drum life in most MFPs, after which you will have to replace or service the drum unit. If your print demand exceeds even more, then you should either add more MFPs and share the workload between them or go for production printers, which are nothing but commercial grade higher end MFPs which demand a very high budget. So plan buying all these kind of printers suiting your requirement and make the right decision at right time. We are trying our best to give you a proper guidance.